Okay, and we are live.
Again.
Yeah, so we had some really strange technical difficulties. We're going to have to start over. I don't think we had any viewers during that time, so I don't think they really missed anything. So, hopefully we'll get some viewers this time around. Shoot, I should have shared ahead of time.
You can change the filter?
Can we? Dance party?
Oh, what the
Whoa!
heck? Woo! That's dope.
Welcome to the Galaxy's greatest predictions video.
Random
something. Random dancing.
Oh,
Bubbles!
what the fuck? Bring it around town.
Okay, well, that was entertaining. But let's get back to the action. And the action is predicting football games.
All right.
So stupid. So last week, week 14, the winners of the week were Mike Frampton, Woody, and Mama Peffer, all going 9-7. No double-digit winners. We were predicting a lot of upsets, to be fair. And there are a lot of hard games to predict. Looks like you're gonna run away with. I don't even know how many wins you have at this point, but you have like a 6-7 game lead right now, so you're running away with it with 3 weeks to go.
I think it's 136 wins I have.
All right. Well, I mean, I know I'm having my best season. Last week I went 7-9. That was my first losing week all season. I'm having one of my best seasons yet. I'm in third place in this predictions league, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Pretty much.
So let's just get right into week 15, and we're going to start off with Denver at Indianapolis.
The game that everybody wants to see.
Everyone wants to see. This is game of the millennium here, guys. I'm going with Indy. Gonna roll with the home team. I guess they're due for a win. That's Thursday night games. Most times, home teams seem to win. But yeah, I honestly, I gotta pick someone in this game. I really don't care, but I'm gonna roll with the home team. I'm gonna go with Indy.
I'm going to have to go with the Denver Broncos on this one.
Okay.
Last week they were called out for being soft, and I thought they were going to get their butts whipped, and they whipped the crap out of the Jets. So I'm going to have to go with them again. I think their defense is starting to come around now.
Oh, so we'll take the Denver Broncos.
I'm gonna
there we go.
hold it up. There we go. All right. Now I don't have to hold on to this damn phone. All right. So you're also taking Denver, Hog?
Yes.
All righty. We got Chicago at Detroit next. Who are you guys taking?
Detroit.
Hey. I'm also going Detroit. I know Chicago, man, these games always seem to be decided by a field goal, but and I know Chicago always wants to split with Detroit like every season, but I can't pick it now. I gotta go with Detroit. They're still fighting for a playoff spot right now, and I mean they're definitely not favorites, but they're definitely in it, and Matt Stafford's gonna give them a chance. So Detroit, Rock City.
Yep.
And that's a Saturday game. And there's also another Saturday game. This one could very well determine the AFC West, as we have the LA Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs. Who do you have, Hog?
I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Kansas City Chiefs? And why is that?
You know, Andy Reid, the Chiefs, why not?
If that's the case, they should have won the last 7 games.
They should have, but, what are you going to do? That's the way the cookie crumbles.
The way.
Or the way how the Chiefs choke.
Pretty much so. But I got a feeling the Chiefs are going to win this game.
All right.
I'm going to have to go with the LA Chargers. I believe Austin's been saying this whole year, since week 10 or 11, that these Chargers are going to make a comeback, and they're making the comeback, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe they're going to win this one. It's going to be big.
I believe I said it week 7. That's when all 3 of us were last together for a video.
Fine.
Yeah, that's when I said the Chiefs were 2-4, and I said they're making a comeback, and they're gonna get a wild card spot. And it looks like they might even win this division at this point. But yeah, I'm rolling with the LA Chargers getting the victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. Now we move into the Sunday games, and we have the Miami Dolphins, who came off of a huge upset against the New England Patriots. Congratulations to you.
Yeah.
And they're on the road to face the Buffalo Bills, who they got to face in another 2 weeks. Really weird scheduling.
Wow,
yeah. But this game's in Buffalo, late season. It kind of comes down to home field advantage for me, so I'm taking the Bills.
I'm going to go with Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills need to win out to have a chance to make the playoffs at this point.
Mhm.
Even though they're in, they still have to win out to have a better chance.
Yep.
I'm actually going to take Buffalo, too.
You're gonna take Buffalo
I
as
am,
well?
yeah.
I know you were thinking Miami,
yeah.
but
I feel like Miami will get them at home, you know?
all
I
right,
feel like
all
it's gonna be
right,
that kind of thing. So
all right.
I'm going to take Buffalo.
You're. Nah,
Shady.
I'm feeling there's gonna be a split as well. So
All right.
we move on to the Cincinnati Bengals on the road to take on the Minnesota Vikings, who have had 3 straight road games, but they're finally back at home where they play their best football. And as for Cincinnati, it's been ugly the past couple of weeks.
Is this year they finally fired the head coach? Is this the
It's
year?
only gonna get ugly. I think Marvin Lewis is resigning after this, or he's gonna go upstairs, play an upstairs role or something. But as an on-field coach, I think this is it for Marvin Lewis. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm also taking the Vikings. The Vikings are really, really good, and all they had to do was hope that the Eagles lose one more game and they win out and have home field throughout the entire playoffs, including the Super Bowl.
I feel like the Cincinnati Bengals will lose, unfortunately. But I hope they win for the Eagles' sake. But, you know.
Okay. And next we have the Baltimore Ravens going on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. Browns, this is your last home game of the season, and you currently stand at 0-13. Could this be the game? I want to say it, but I can't. The Ravens are still fighting for a playoff shot, and it's going to be a close game. They're going to make it a close game, but the Ravens are going to take it at the end. That's how it goes. That's the way the Browns cookie crumbles. Give me the Baltimore Ravens on the road to get the W.
Yeah, Ravens.
I'm going to go with the Ravens too. The Browns have been legitimately the laughingstock the entire season. Actually, for the last 3 years.
It's sad because I think this Browns team's better than what they were
Yeah.
last year, but they're not
They
proving
should have
it.
beat Green Bay, man. I'm telling you.
Well, they just don't have experience at quarterback. They don't have an experienced quarterback.
That's how it goes.
That's the way.
The Browns
The-
cookie crumbles.
That's why the way the Browns shit the bed.
Yeah.
It's the way. I mean, it's. There's
On to the next game, ladies.
Yep.
Let's not talk about them depressing Browns. We're gonna move on to a feature game this week: the Green Bay Packers versus the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. But the bad man, as Stephen A. Smith would say, AR-12, Aaron Rodgers, is making his way back. And let me tell ya, he's coming in hot. He's coming in, and he's going to get the W for the Packers the next 3 weeks. Because Aaron Rodgers just makes magic happen. He is a magician. He is a wizard. He is something else. He is out of this world. Give me the Green Bay Packers to get a big win over the Carolina Panthers in Carolina.
I believe the Packers are going to win too. I really want Packers to win to get the Carolina Panthers who are in their wild card right now out of the playoffs. I need them out for my one team in the NFC's sake.
I'm going to take the Packers.
All right.
All right.
Put it simply. Jets at the Saints. Tough break for Josh McCown. Really heartbreaking stuff he said after that game last week. I gotta go with the Saints. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't buy Bryce Petty beating the Saints. That's plain and simple.
Same here.
Same here.
We move on to the Philadelphia Eagles, who are now led by Nick Foles, to take on the New York Football Giants. This game's in New York, and I feel like there's some upset potential, but I think Foles has got a lot to prove. I think he's going to prove that, hey, we're still a Super Bowl contender. I know the Wentz injury hurts. It hurts deeply, but Foles is one of the best backups to have in this league. And, I mean, he's proven it before, and I think he's proving it again. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles on the road.
I'm going to go with the Eagles, too.
You're going to go with the
Carson
Eagles,
Wentz
too?
injury was a massive, massive loss, considering that the week before.
I mean, it's a massive loss for any
Well,
team.
the
though.
fact, it's a shame that both Pennsylvania teams in 2 weeks lost major players on their teams.
Mhm.
One for the rest of his career,
Yeah,
and
one for
and one for the season, which he was leading MVP race. I'm going to have to go with the Eagles. I hope Nick Foles can win this game and give them at least potential for the number 1 seed.
Absolutely going with the Philadelphia Eagles. God bless you, Carson Wentz, and I wish you a speedy, healthy recovery. And I'm taking the Eagles. Love me some Nick Foles. Clinch that home field advantage and rock on to the Super Bowl.
You may not have Prince Harry anymore, but you still got Napoleon Dynamite.
Pretty much so. There we go. Go Eagles.
What is it with Eagles quarterbacks being compared to celebrities?
I was thinking of the guy from Napoleon Dynamite, the uncle. Get thrown over that mountain.
I remember when people were comparing Mark Sanchez to Pedro.
Oh, gosh.
Kyle Orton.
So let's move on. We have the Arizona Cardinals at the Washington Redskins. This game just kind of feels weird to pick. It's like, this could go either way, but do I really care about this game? Arizona's clinging on for dear life in the playoff race. They're still in it. Somehow, some way, they're still in it right now. But Washington just hasn't really impressed me. But I'm going to go with Washington just because they're at home, it's 1 o'clock, and it's colder temperatures. Cardinals aren't really used to all those. I think it might work in the Redskins' favor, but I can honestly see this going either way. This feels like the game where I feel like I'm going to lose no matter who I pick.
I'm going to go with the Redskins, too.
There's always one of those games, and this seems like that game.
Yeah, just the fact that both teams are now out of the playoffs. At this point, they've both been eliminated.
Now, Arizona hasn't been eliminated, but there's like it's really small chance for them making it, so
I'm still going with the Redskins.
Alright, I'll take the Redskins.
Alrighty. And next we have the Houston Texans going to Jacksonville. Saxonville. This Jacksonville defense, I tell you, it's too damn good. Give me Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
I know things can happen in this division, but gotta roll with Jacksonville. We have another feature game between the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Seattle now really needing this win to, not just get the division, but to keep their playoff hopes alive in general. But I'm going to roll with Seattle here. I do think the Rams are the better team, but some things are just kind of destined to happen. I feel like it's kind of destined to happen. And I got to roll with, sometimes you just got to go with the more experienced quarterback, and Russell Wilson, Jared Goff, Wilson's got the experience, which is why I think I'm going to take Russell Wilson here. Because this is like one of those must-win games. And so sometimes you gotta go with the age before the beauty, I guess, if you want to put it that way.
But both are pretty beautiful guys.
They are pretty handsome. Stud butt.
I'm going to have to go with the Rams. I agree with your opinion that Russell has to win this game, first team to make playoffs. But what do the Rams have the more at stake right now? If they lose another game and some other teams win, they are potentially be back in the wild card, which is a position they do not want to be in. Even though they're in the wild card right now, they want to keep winning to have a chance to be a bye week, which they need. I'm going to go with the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams.
All right. It's okay to disagree. That happens sometimes. We have the Tennessee Titans at the San Francisco 49ers. Titans are in danger of knocking themselves out of the playoffs, and the Niners, they've been pretty hot the past couple of weeks with Jimmy Garoppolo starting. But I think Tennessee's going to tighten up the screws and get the win here to keep their hopes alive for the
Tennessee's
playoffs.
Going to tighten the screws. I get it. That was very nice. That was very clever.
I actually didn't even try that.
Oh, well, I liked it.
I'm glad you mentioned it. They tighten up the screws.
Yeah, it worked.
I love it.
Yeah.
Should be their new motto.
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't.
Okay. I'm also going with the Tennessee Titans. I believe the 49ers found their starting quarterback probably for their franchise for probably the rest of his time, regarding whoever steps up or whoever they draft. But I just believe that Tennessee Titans got more to win at stake here. They have to win to keep in the playoffs.
All right.
I'm taking Tennessee.
All right, we're all taking Tennessee. And finally, the last feature game, and what we're all going to say is game of the week.
I say game of the year, possibly. if it all works out.
Debatably. Been looking forward to this game for a few weeks now.
4 weeks.
Heck, all season. The New England Patriots at the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what? I'm going to throw it to the non-Steelers fan here first. Hagi.
Huh? Oh.
What?
Man, this is going to be a good game. I can see it going either way. Fudge, who do I want?
Wait, who do you want? It's not who do you want, it's who do you think?
Oh, I know who's going to win this game. Let me tell you who's going to win.
20 years later.
I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
Wow,
But I wouldn't be surprised if Patriots.
Yeah.
All
Considering
right.
the record Pittsburgh has against the Patriots.
Yeah. I can't stand the Patriots.
Yep. Okay, Hostmaster, we'll let you go at.
I think I want to give it to you.
Okay, I'll take it. I'm going with Pittsburgh Steelers. This offense, oh my God! Even though they were coming back in these late games, the offense is back, ladies and gentlemen. They're scoring over 30 points a game. This is what we've been waiting for this whole season. The defense now, it's again with the loss of Shazier, was a very emotional game. The last 2 games, trying to give them a chance to get this North, and we got the North. We have to win this game, ladies and gentlemen. If we win this, our season is solidified. We'll be the #1 seed, and we got to win throughout the playoffs. Then I believe Pittsburgh's going to win a very, very close one.
This is the game I've been dreading all year. Do I think the Steelers can do it? I do, but can I pick them? No.
You didn't pick them last week. Look what happened there.
It's true, but if they won last week, then that means I don't think they're going to win this week. I mean, Pittsburgh's been winning a lot of close games to the wire, relying on Chris Boswell, but this is one of those teams that you really can't. This is one of those teams you can't really do that with because they'll eat you alive. And and Brady last week, he didn't have his best performance, and now people are calling him out, saying, "Oh, you're old," and he's pissed. And when he's got something to prove, he goes out there and he proves it. And they're getting Rob Gronkowski back on top of it. It's scaring me. I gotta go with the Patriots here. Steelers might be due for that loss too. I mean, I hate to do it. I want to be wrong. I really do, but gotta pick the Patriots. But I'll tell you what, if the Steelers win, I will freaking jump in the snow in my underwear. Like
I'll be there for that.
That's an incentive for the Steelers to win. That's an incentive for all of you to root for the Steelers to be
and let's all
behind
think
the
about
Steelers.
if the Patriots do lose and Jacksonville wins. Jacksonville's the #2 seed come playoff time, which could be a major hype for them.
Very interesting.
If they have to play the Patriots in the second round, I have to go with Jacksonville. I would like to see Jacksonville go into Pittsburgh, where I don't think they're going to beat Pittsburgh the second time come playoff time in the cold, where it could possibly be snowing. Pittsburgh will have an easy way through the playoffs, potentially, if they get the #1 seed.
That'd be interesting if Jacksonville got a bye. But, all right. So, I got the Patriots, sadly, and you two got the Steelers. I like it.
Very, very close game.
Very, very.
All right.
Either way.
Looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm scared. I'm trying to keep my hopes low as a fan. That's what I'm trying to do. So at least if anything better happens, then I'll look at it in a better light. And then next we have the Sunday night football game, the Dallas Cowboys at the Oakland Raiders. Both teams are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. I'm going to roll with the Cowboys here. They've been pretty hot the past couple of weeks. Dak's now starting to be able to play without Ezekiel Elliott, and that's going to be crucial when Zeke does come back next week. I'm going to roll with the Cowboys.
I'll also go with the Cowboys.
And Raiders' defense is just not the best.
Where are they at?
They are in Oakland, though.
I'm going to take Oakland.
You're going to take Oakland?
I'm gonna take Oakland.
Okay.
So 2 Dallas Cowboys and 1 Oakland.
Okay, all right. And finally, the Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know Tampa is able to like get a win over the Falcons, but I think it's going to be close. But I think the Falcons are going to take it.
Yeah, I'll say Falcons.
I had to take the Falcons for this one. They're trying to make sure they have a chance to make playoffs right now. Even though they're in, they're hoping to God they can win out and have no opposition to keep them out.
And I mean, with the exception, I'd say with the exception of the Giants, the Buccaneers might be the most disappointing team this season. Because I mean, I had hopes for them. I thought they'd be a playoff team, but oh man, I don't know. Maybe Jameis Winston isn't the quarterback we thought not as good as we thought he was. So I mean, it is what it is. Why did this end of the video just seem... It got really somber after I talked about the Steelers. Like, I just got really depressed. What the hell?
What the heck? Okay, no depression.
Okay, no depression.
Nope.
There's doggies out there playing with Frisbees. It's a good time, but it's...
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
it's cold AF.
Yes, it is.
Cold AF.
Cold
but
ASF.
Cold as F?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Cold as F.
Yep, cold ASF.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Always weird things happening on the Galaxy's Greatest. Always weird, awkward things going on here. So, our second attempt today at a live stream, and it looks like it went somewhat successful, except there's no one here watching us.
Exactly.
But you know what? It's going straight up so everyone can watch then. So it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
In the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Which we are currently in a neighborhood.
We are currently in a neighborhood, yes. We were originally recording outside, and once again, even though I had a full battery, the cold dropped my battery, and well, it didn't drop it all the way, but my phone shut off, and when we finally got it restarted, it was at 44%.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the cold playing trickery, but it is what it is. So we had to refilm. Thank you for letting us use your vehicle, Shane.
Yeah, you're a good
We
man.
appreciate it. Any last messages before we sign off?
Shout out to all Eagles fans.
Yeah, it's good. Eagles, you got a lot to work with this year, knowing that Carson Wentz is gone. At least trying your best now, guys, to make the NFC Championship for Carson.
Yes.
Give him something to at least be okay. We got to improve on next year. Pittsburgh,
Notice we're there
all
for
Pittsburgh
him.
fans. If we somehow do win this game, I want to see riots in Pittsburgh. I want to see major riots, considering that this will be Ben's second time or third time he's beaten Brady in Pittsburgh. It's going to be a major celebration if Pittsburgh can pull it off.
Oh man,
It'll feel like the AFC Championship game again, which will happen in 2 weeks.
This game is like the Super Bowl to the Steelers, which Patriots should take a lot of honor in that. But well, screw the FCC.
Yeah.
Getting rid of net neutrality. Hopefully the courts overrule it.
Yep.
Please, courts.
Please.
We don't want to pay for social media.
No dice.
That's BS.
Yep. SB2.
No one wants this. I encourage everyone of all political parties, Democrat, Republican, I don't care. Trump supporter, non-Trump supporter, I don't care. You all have to work together here and save our damn internet.
Yes.
Let's all come together. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Galaxy's Greatest. We all appreciate you coming. Thanks for coming back, Hoggy. Thanks once again, Shane DeVoe. We will see you all next time. Woo! Take it easy, guys.
Rock on.
Coming on the Week 10 wins. Here I go.
Woo! I think I'm still frozen.
Oh, fine.
Wait, it's still not ending.
Are you sure? One, two, stop.
Awkward.